Morning. When God calls us to go out, it's a call we can't ignore. In Isaiah 43 through 5, it's written, "In the wilderness, prepare the way of the Lord, make straight in the desert highway for our God." Over the summer, I was given a fantastic opportunity to go to Thailand. I spent the month of July there. Now, most people don't know much about Thailand, mostly just from what they've seen in The King and I, but yeah. Interestingly enough, that movie is actually banned in Thailand because of how it depicts the king. To be honest, I didn't know much about Thailand outside of that either, which is why it really enticed me to go. I wanted to do something that put me out of my comfort zone, something completely different, something I could never prepare for. While there, I studied Thai Buddhism and culture. Did a lot of other cool things too, outside of that. I rode some elephants, met some monks and scholars, and even got to pet some tigers. However, it wasn't all just tigers and parasailing and jet skiing. That was fun. The first week and a half, I'd be in my hotel room, looking out the window. I would see this little slum village where a man is fishing in this river of sewage. That's when it hit me. This is a different world. It's nothing I could have prepared for. It made me see everything a little bit different. I had to consistently worry about food poisoning, maybe getting mugged or robbed. It's a third world country. It's definitely different than being in Seguin, Texas, which I think it's a good thing to get out of here every now and then, since I've been here for 20 years. But I had some amazing experiences because I left my comfort zone. And you just can't buy those experiences. They only happen when you go outside that comfort zone. And I was humbled. I was humbled by the lifestyles of these simple people, by experiencing a different culture, by experiencing a different religion. I saw the similarities and differences. I was taught a lot of things about my own faith, about their faith, and strengthened overall as a person in what I believed, reinforced in my religion, and just learned a lot about everything. A lot of people ask me if I had converted to Buddhism after studying, but in fact, I did become a stronger Christian because of it. I felt myself connecting to God in a different way. I learned the ways of the Buddhists and found things that I did agree with, that I really liked, and things that I didn't agree with at all. But by seeing how they did things, I learned more about how I do things and how I see God. I encourage everyone to take this step out of their comfort zone and go see the world. There's a whole world out there to explore. We're only scratching the surface by being here. So go out and see it. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Amy, and I'm addicted to traveling. Anyway, so when Pastor Greg asked me and Ian to talk in chapel about studying abroad, I kind of panicked. But after he bribed me with M&Ms, I had to say yes. I just didn't know what I wanted to talk about. Every time someone asks me, how was your summer abroad? Like, what'd you do? How was it? Tell me about it. It's really hard for me to sum it all up in just a couple of sentences or a couple of minutes. But I'm going to try. So I'll try and share this part of my summer with you. I spent 6 weeks of my summer in Leiden, the Netherlands, and the Dutch are pretty similar to the really, really laid-back American that's really down to earth. So I really liked their culture. For the couple of days leading up to my program with Central College Abroad, I stayed with a family who lived in Wassenaar, which was only 15 minutes a drive from Leiden, which is where I was staying. Actually, I went to high school with I went to school with their son, so it's actually a really pretty small world. even across the ocean. The Fowlers live in a very quaint Dutch village, so let me tell you how this works. You open the door and you're at the first floor where you have your kitchen and your living area, and then you go up some really steep and very thin steps and try lugging a bag with you. That's just crazy. And that's where you'll find 2 rooms with a bathroom, and then up another set of stairs and really thin steps, and you'll come to 2 more rooms and a bathroom. And then the last floor is the attic, and the Fowlers actually changed it into a video game room, so I thought that was pretty cool. Needless to say, the Fowlers took me all around their village and showed me the beautiful meadows nearby. A couple days later, and it was time for me to start the program with Central College Abroad. And where did they take us first? To eat, of course. I got to take in delicious and fresh food, and if any of you know me, you know how much I love food. Anyway, I had pancakes, toasties, bagels, stroopwafels, and all sorts of really good food. There was actually one thing I really did not like. It was some sort of fried, meaty, gravy grossness. If you ever go to the Netherlands, do not try this. It may look like a big mozzarella stick, but it's not. These next few pictures take you into the different scenes of everyday Leiden. We went on multiple tours and excursions to Amsterdam, to Rotterdam, and Den Haag. And I think one of my favorite things about the Dutch culture is how close everything was. I literally walked everywhere. I walked to school, to my class, and I walked to the train station, to the grocery store. We took the wonderful tram to the different cities, though. We didn't actually walk there. But bikes are another Dutch specialty. They ride the bikes everywhere. They even can take them on the train with them. So they were even little bicycle stoplights, like they had little bicycles on the stoplights for bike traffic. And most of the roads were only big enough for 1 car to drive on. Bicyclists had the right of way in most every situation. In the Study Abroad program, I took 3 art courses: drawing, digital photography, and graphic design, which was great for my art minor. Photography was by far the best, though, because there was such a great variety of subjects. And my favorite subject were flowers. Dr. Liebens would be so proud of me. So now I'm going to sound like a huge girly nerd and tell you how much I love flowers. I probably visited the botanical gardens like once a week, and there was such a variety in there, from succulents to insectivorous to plain aesthetic plants. The first thing I noticed when coming to the Netherlands was how green everything was. I'm from the Rio Grande Valley, so we get mesquite trees to look at. Pretty boring. So seeing all those beautiful colors was so capturing to me that I had to take a picture, and I loved it. Actually, my final was based on flowers. I have tons of pictures of flowers in my computer. It's ridiculous. Before I studied abroad, however, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, and I'm still not really sure what specifically I want to do, but I figured out what I like while abroad. And I didn't have any hobbies before either. I literally woke up, went to class, and worked until I came back home to do homework and sleep. But because I put myself into something so different while abroad, it became very special and meaningful and eye-opening to me that I feel like I can find joy in things a lot more now. You learn who you are when you submerge yourself in a culture and location that you're not used to, with no one there that you know. You realize things about your personality that maybe you hadn't noticed before, and it makes you question everything you do. I could talk for days and days about my trip to the Netherlands, and I'm sure Ian can too, but to Thailand. And I can tell you how great of a time I had, but I still would have left something out. Studying abroad is an experience that every student of higher education should take on. It'll change your life, and you'll meet wonderful people along the way. Thank you.